All right, everybody, welcome into the last week of April. If you're drawn here by the title of this video, then there's definitely a message in here for you somewhere. It could be the whole story, or it could just be, sometimes there's a little side story. So we'll see where we go here. But if you're drawn here by the title, there's definitely something in here for you. Okay. All right, let's see where we go. Feel free to toss around the characters in this video based on your circumstances. This is a general reading. This is not based on zodiac signs, but in the extended, I will pull a card, an oracle card and a tarot card for each zodiac sign to give you some more in-depth information, guidance on how to handle this, etc., etc. All right, so let's see where we go. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Your intuition, my darling. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. Befriend your fear monster. Oh. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. So there's a little bit of ego death here. I almost feel like some of you are finally coming out of the mist as it relates to a certain person, understanding why you feel fear about letting this relationship go, or understanding why you feel fear about this person, right? There's some kind of like, come close, go away, come close, go away kind of dynamic, a real push me, pull you kind of thing. There's new opportunities for some of you, and it can inspire a little fear because it's not just with a relationship. This can be, I feel like the full moon that we just went through. No, the new moon in Aries. Sorry, the new moon in Aries we just went through. And there's a portal to a Scorpio full moon, which is very deep and introspective energy. This is really kind of getting you to say, hey, what does work for me and what doesn't? I think you might be seeing certain people in a new light because there's a lot of purging going on during this cycle. Some of you may be getting new business opportunities or financial or starting your own business. We are starting the spiritual business class this week. And some of you may be terrified about that, like stepping into your gifts and becoming public about what you're doing and, really shifting out of an old life. That can bring up a lot of fear for people. So we're working on that. That's what we do. A lot of what we do in that spiritual business class is really about removing your blocks to allowing yourself to finally be happy, financially independent, whatever you're looking to create. Okay, so this definitely says to me that there's some new opportunities on the way this week. Some of them are going to be really, really big and may scare you. For example, if you've had some success, sometimes it's once you have some success or something worked for you, it's really hard to move away from it because it worked at one point. So why would I move away from it? Why should I do that? And there's a real kernel of truth in that, but you have to innovate. Can't be afraid to take the next step. All right. Can't be afraid to take the next step. So let's see where we're going here. Yeah. Queen of Swords underneath, really being discerning about these Eight of Pentacles opportunities, right? Definitely new opportunity. The Knight of Wands that's very sexy energy. It's really about like, boy, this seems like a really good opportunity to me. Seven of Pentacles. It's going to take some time and some effort. Something is over. All right. This is different though. Something is over. Hierophant energy. We are in Taurus time. And I almost feel like the new opportunities are coming through because you've seen the truth of something. Because you've seen the truth of this person who's in your life. You've decided to move away from this person, this relationship, whatever it is. You recognize that it's never going to be what you want. That just opens up space. And so, lots of things, people, situations, experiences, opportunities can take up that space. It doesn't have to be like one for one. It does, like a love person leaves your life or something like that, and then maybe a new business opportunity shows up. It doesn't have to be the same thing showing up. Okay? So 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Devil energy, Tower, wow, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. This is all past energy. Isn't that interesting? The Moon and the Knight of Swords, there's definitely some lack mentality here. Okay, there's definitely some lack mentality here. I feel like it's like once you stand in the energy of this Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, once you become really grounded, centered, dynamic, successful, there's a chance that there's people around you that aren't going to like that. Five of Cups and the Devil energy. Like, there are people who want you to be stuck because they're stuck. They don't want to feel alone in that stuckness. Okay, so they want you to be stuck. Five of Cups and the Devil energy. It's almost like this person or this experience is not good for you, but there's also some kind of loss that comes with it. And I think once that happens, we're talking about over the next 3 weeks, the Three of Wands right here, 3 weeks. Once this happens, that you finally freed yourself from this cage, from this career, connection, person, they've been holding you back. They could be a vampire. They could be somebody who thrives on your having misery or lack of success. There's somebody like that. You want to get away from that, okay? And the Tower is, to me, like the sudden shift. There's a sudden shift here that maybe you do go toward your fear and let go of a relationship that has been a one-sided kind of thing, that this person is somebody who really just takes, doesn't give anything back, expects you to do everything for them. They don't do anything for you, or there's not a sense of we're equals in this connection. I'm really getting that someone is trying to upend your progress because they would rather have you under their thumb. Okay. So this is going away. This is definitely going away in the next couple of weeks. And the Tower coming in and kind of just clearing away that last bit of jaggedy stuff, or that last bit of stuff. It's almost like this is on its last legs. Now, Three of Wands is about allowing something new to come in, allowing some inspiration to come in. This situation was really blocking it. Maybe you were afraid to leave behind a way of doing life, a connection, a job, a career path, a family member, afraid to cut that off, afraid to end that, because, then what would happen? Then what, right? So the Three of Wands is allowing in some new beginnings. And I just feel like there's a certain lack mentality here. Like you might be sticking around with somebody because of they make you feel financially stable, or they make you feel like you want to feel. But the problem is this person, it's incumbent upon us to feel that way without any outside interference, or without any outside person being responsible for that. Like, you're responsible for your own inner life. You're responsible for your own decisions and the choices of people that you have around you. I feel like you finally come to some kind of awareness that there's some lack mentality here. That in order for me to feel good or feel better or feel successful, I have to have this kind of constraining, difficult person in my life cheer me on, right? Like, I want to win someone over who's absolutely dead set against being won over. And I just feel like you come to the point of like, why am I doing this? Why is it so important for me to win this person over? This could be a family member, a parent, or something like that. And I just feel like it's coming from a place of lack mentality. As we're moving toward that full moon in Scorpio, the full moon in Scorpio is May 5th, partial lunar eclipse. And that is real introspection. That is about going deep. I'm going to be making a video about things to look out for in May astrology. I'm also going to be incorporating that into the May readings that I'm doing this week for each zodiac sign. So keep your, if you haven't subscribed, please do. That way, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything, okay? The Ace of Wands here is a new beginning. And I just feel like there's a certain sense of anger that comes from, how long did I stay in that cage? How long did I let this go on? Decades sometimes, right? So angry. But there's some feelings here that needs to be released, and that's what we can do in that full moon in Scorpio. You can really be introspective. It's a very introspective energy. Plus Pluto is going retrograde. And this is Pluto. That's about internal assessment of who do I allow in my life? What do I give too much power to? Okay? I feel like that's a really big thing here. What or who am I giving? Whom am I giving? To whom am I giving too much power? Let me clarify the devil energy up here. Empress, Page of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Temperance card. This person is used to getting their way, super entitled. Sorry, Empress, but I feel like in this context, it's almost like you're draining people. The Empress can be seen as, very divine feminine energy and kind of sitting back and letting other people, or interested in creating that kind of dynamic. And I feel like you're saying goodbye to that kind of dynamic. So it's not that divine feminine energy does this. It's not that at all. It's just that when something is toxic, anything can be manipulative or manipulated. Anything. If you're an addict, you can be addicted to anything. That's why this whole focus on booze and drugs and stuff like that. You can be addicted to working, right? You can be a workaholic. You can be addicted to Red Vine's licorice. You can be addicted to Mountain Dew. You can be addicted to anything, right? If it's serving an outside purpose, if it's serving a purpose of giving you self-esteem or giving you validation, then we're kind of crossing the line. I feel like there's going to be messages coming through over the next 3 weeks, and the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords. I feel like there's a sense of doing battle with this very energy that I'm talking about. The Ace of Wands coming in. King of Swords, Six of Swords, Emperor, Four of Wands. Yeah. This is definitely about you creating your own path and stepping into your own agency about moving forward. That's the direction to go for happiness. Don't try to win somebody over who is dangling some kind of cookie in front of you, or some kind of family member that you've never been able to win over. If that's what's going on here, I feel like you have to let that go. I feel like you have to let it go. They're not ever going to be, first of all, they're not the person you think they are. They're also not Svengali. They're not somebody who's uber powerful. They're just not. This is a childhood thing, and that's why the moon is here. It's like coming up from the depths of our subconscious, that somehow we believe if we can win this person over, then we will be loved, or we will be legit, or we will be successful, or we will be real. You're real without this. You don't need this. Okay? The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And if you're dealing with any kind of toxic people who are trying to keep you on the hook of something, indifference. Do your healing work. Indifference to this. And I feel like that's the breakthrough we're having here. King of Swords and the Emperor, really powerful energies. Four of Wands, moving energy. Six of Swords, moving energy. It's like we're moving out of this cycle. Okay? And we're moving away from this lack mentality. We're really upset about it because it's been the bottled up beliefs about yourself that have held you back. Not that winning this person over would do nothing. This is people pleasing that we're looking at right here. Now we're aware that you only have to please yourself, that you only have to, and I can hear some of you saying, who raised in a household like me, that's selfish. When you're working on your life, when you're doing things for yourself, and you remain in the energy of compassion and love and interest, you're just not giving energy to this anymore. All right. You're not giving energy to something that's toxic anymore. It's amazing how much energy you have. All right. It's amazing how much you're able to kind of feel the feelings and take action really fast. King of Swords, Emperor. I'm really taking action fast here. There is going to be a time when you have to purge this person or experience and remove your toxic, lack mentality thinking in order to move forward. All right. So I'm going to see where this goes. The link is below if you want to continue on with me. Like I said, I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign and give you a little bit of insight there. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. See you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.